Unit 7, Section 4, the rise of labor unions. In the previous lessons, we've talked about the beginning of the Gilded Age in the late 19th century, the late 1800s. We said gilded meant like gold. So looking from the outside in at our economy, it looks like our economy is exploding with robber barons such as John D. Rockefeller, Andrew Carnegie, J.P. Morgan, Jay Gould, Cornelius Vanderbilt, Leland Stanford. However, what's happening is 90% of the nation's wealth is controlled by 3% of the individuals. And so that 10% that's spread out over the 97% of the population means that 97% of the population is struggling and they need help. And the government doesn't intervene to help these people at the end of the 19th century. Their welfare does not exist. Social welfare programs do not exist. So it's going to be up to the workers in the factories to organize themselves to win more rights for themselves. And the first successful union in America became the American Federation of Labor. The American Federation of Labor was not the first union, but it was the most successful of the early unions, and mostly because of the leadership of this man, Samuel Gompers. Samuel Gompers and the American Federation of Labor had a different philosophy about how to help the workers within its industry, and that was that they excluded membership of African Americans and unskilled workers. And the reason why they excluded their membership was because they were easily fired at the turn of the 19th century. And what you want in a union is strength in numbers, and you want it to make it difficult for the owners of the businesses to fire the workers. And one way to do that is to only allow skilled workers in your union and not minorities, because no one at the turn of the century really had sympathy towards minorities. The other advantage the American Federation of Labor had over other earlier unions was the fact that they were willing to be aggressive in their strike tactics. They would walk off the job. They would also picket. This is an example of a more modern picket, but as you notice, signs are used. The men are not at work. And if you are a scab or a person who wants to break this picket line and replace these men at their jobs, you would have to cross this line to get into work. And oftentimes fights would break out. And this was the beginning of the labor movement in America. This concludes Unit 7, Section 4 on the American Federation of Labor.